what? I'm gonna have to do this live show. I really do. I really have to do this live show. And here we are. Here we are doing this. I'm just waiting. What's going on? What is going on? Where is everybody? Where is everybody? Seems like the live's taking a bit of time. Whilst everyone comes along into this live stream, here we go. Now I'm starting to see some numbers coming through. Good to see you, each and every one of you guys joining the live stream. We're going to have a lot of fun. Marc Cucurella, ladies and gentlemen, is a player that I've been buzzing about. I've absolutely been buzzing about. And, obviously, earlier on in the transfer window, when it was all about Manchester City going after Marc Cucurella, that I was a little bit heartbroken because I remember there was links with Marc Cucurella from a while. Nizar Kinsella was actually the first one. Lately, we haven't been giving Nizar his respect, but he was probably one of the very first ones that talked about Marc Cucurella to Chelsea Football Club. But soon enough, as the transfer window opened, it was all Man City that was going after Marc Cucurella, and it was kind of annoying me because I thought once Man City locks up a player, once Man City has their eyes focused on a player, that's it. That player generally tends to become a City player. But in recent times, we have seen that Manchester City they've stopped. They're not interested anymore because they've put in a bid which was about 40 million and rejected. Brighton are holding strong. They want something around 50 million. And then Man City said, you know what? No, forget it. And I've been tweeting since then that Chelsea wake up and get Marc Cucurella straight away. If Brighton wants 50 million, you give 50 million for this particular player. There are times, see, I'm a man of logic. I think about from a logical standpoint, and we're going to talk about Wesley Fofana, we're going to talk about Dumfries. With Marc Cucurella, he wants to leave Brighton Football Club. Do you know what I mean? He wants to leave Brighton. And I think Brighton are okay to let him go as well. But yeah, some people are saying now he's probably looking to go to Manchester City. Look, he was definitely keen to go to Manchester City. There's no doubt about that. He was definitely keen to go to Man City. But I think with Marc Cucurella, it wasn't as if it's Man City or bust. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think if Chelsea can come in and get personal terms agreed, I think it's number one, try and get personal terms agreed with Cucurella. And then after that, whatever City weren't willing to pay, go out there and pay Brighton, because this is a particular player I believe will upgrade us. We really will. It will give Ben Chilwell much needed competition. It will hopefully push us to let go of Alonso and Emerson and Kennedy and everyone else that's involved in that left side, and really allow for top-notch quality competition on the left side. I don't know how long Chilwell is definitely not match sharp and definitely isn't match fit as yet. It will take a bit of time. Don't even know exactly whether he's going to come back to his best, ways since that ACL injury. It's still to be seen. I hope he does. But Marc Cucurella, I think he can even play as a LCB at times. I think from an LCB point of view, he really would take that position to a different level. He'll bomb up from that LCB position. He's got that in his locker. He's built in a way where he could possibly play, that LCB role. But more than anything, he could definitely play as a left wing back. So look, let me know how you guys feel about that. While I bring up this particular news, I'll go through some of your comments, ladies and gentlemen. I think Brighton, this is the latest from Fabrizio Romano, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea are pushing to hijack Marc Cucurella deal. Direct talk today with Brighton. Levi Colwill could be part of the personal terms negotiation in the next hours. Man City will not improve last bid, 40 million, rejected by Brighton. First call, Craig Hope. Who is Craig Hope? Daily Mail, Northeast football correspondent, so probably knows a bit about Marc Cucurella. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Barca ready to hijack if Alonso stays. I would not be surprised. I would not. By the way, is Marc Cucurella a Barca product? I think Marc Cucurella is a Barca product. Correct me if I'm wrong. If this guy is actually a Barca product, I'm a bit worried. Barcelona could be coming along anytime. But for me, yeah, look, I don't know about this. I know Todd Bowley is really gun ho about getting swap deals and trade deals and whatnot. I don't know whether we can convince Brighton to give us a discount by giving them Levi Colwill. I think it'll have to be separate deals because they value Marc Cucurella at a certain price. I think the valuation was about 50 million. Correct me if I'm wrong. I saw somewhere. Let me see if I can find something. Marc Cucurella. I think Brighton wants about 50 million. Marc Cucurella. Have a look. Let's see if we can find something. 14 minutes ago. Wow, Chelsea in talks to sign Marc Cucurella from Brighton. No agreement yet between clubs, but conversation ongoing. CFC targeting 24-year-old left back following Man City reluctance to meet 50 million. There you go. This is serious. The Oni never ever tweets if it's not serious. When the Oni is on the money, you better start taking it seriously. So look, Man City reluctance to meet 50 million plus price, which Brighton won't drop. So look, if you want a quality wingback, 50 million is probably a fair enough price. I don't even think Brighton is actually bending. They're doing anything outrageous here. I think 50 million for Marc Cucurella is a stupendous situation for us. The Red Wolf, thank you so much for the super chat. Just seen this news, so excited for this. I hope this. Look, please, I beg, Todd Bowley, Thomas Tuchel, do not mess about with this. Try and get personal terms. Contact the player's agent. Get the personal terms done and dusted. See if the player is 100% keen to leave. Because for me, I don't think with this player, specifically this player, it wasn't as if it's Man City or bust. It's not that he only wants Man City. I think he's okay. As long as it's a Champions League team, because he knows his quality is too good, I think he's probably going to leave. Let's pay that 50 million, Todd Bowley, Thomas Tuchel, and let's get this done. He's going to improve us tenfold, I'm telling you, on the left side. Whether if it's Sterling, whether if it's Mount, you saw how dysfunctional it is with Mount and Alonso. And hopefully a player like him will push Alonso and Emerson out of this football club, and Kennedy as well. And it will really give Ben Chilwell something to think about. Because for me, I think Marc Cucurella will start if he comes into Chelsea Football Club. Right now, Ben Chilwell is not match fit, nor is he match, he's got that match sharpness. Fallon, once again, thank you so much for the super chat. Not getting too excited about after Rafinha. Look, I'm hurt as well massively, man. But this is one player, we've been linked with him for a while. So come on, man. Now that Man City is out of the way, this is the biggest chance we'll ever have. And I'm scared because I'm pretty sure this particular player is an ex-Barcelona graduate. Live chat, let me know. I think Cucurella is a Barcelona graduate. Correct me if I'm wrong. Uncle Sharma, thank you so much for the comment, my man. 40 million for Dumfries, and I can give him a lift to London myself. What? Dumfries is not a bad player, man. Dumfries, I don't think is a bad player. I think you guys will miss Dumfries. We'll get to Dumfries. I feel like he ain't coming. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat once again. Imagine we sign him to play LCB instead of... Do you know what, Valan? I think he can play LCB as well, if need be. I don't think that will be the preferred position. I think the preferred position will be left wing back. But he's built in a certain structure. I think he can play as an LCB, and he'll really evolve that position. He'll bomb up as an LCB. He'll overlap as an LCB. So I think it's interesting to see. Himanshu, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. We ain't hijacking shit. It's just to convince Man City to cough up the money. How many L's do we want to take in this window? It's just frustrating. Look, you could be right. You could be right. It's probably a policy to push Man City to, get them to pay that 50 million. But if Man City are staunch about the 40 million and they don't want to move on that, and they've potentially have said, you know what, stuff it. Let's not mess about with this. Let's not be, the side jokers again. Other clubs using us as a way to get what they want. Let's actually be the club that goes and purchases this particular player. Okay, let's see what you guys have to say. Yeah, he's from La Masia. There you go. There you go. I knew it. He came from Barca. Oh my days. Any day now, we're going to hear Barcelona connected with this particular player. I hope. But no way Barca can afford 50 million. Please. Not again. Not again can they do this. I think Cucurella, he probably still wants to stick around in the Premier League. Cucurella played CB in La Liga. Look, he, as I've been saying, he's built in a way where I think he can play as a LCB. Maybe not as CCB, but I think LCB is not too far away from him. The fact that Oni has tweeted, I think there's some weight to this. I really do think there's some weight to this. Fabrizio is the one who tweeted first. And then, first of all, it was Craig Hope who tweeted it. And then, so this is what Craig Hope said. Chelsea are exploring a move to beat Manchester City to Marc Cucurella as they asked Brighton about 50 million rated defender. There is a feeling Spaniard has heart set on Gvardiol and City, but deal has stalled over asking price. As I said, I don't think this player is like your Rafinha or Dembele situation, more like the Rafinha. He only wants, Man City. I think with this particular player, he will move for Chelsea Football Club. I don't think he's just got this set in stones that it has to be City. I think as long as it's a Champions League club, we should be able to pay him well as well. Personal terms, I think, shouldn't be an issue. So let's see. Simon Johnson is now reporting. Look, everyone is reporting it now. It's buzzing. It is absolutely buzzing. No. You're kidding. Sports Bible, 1.6 million followers. Breaking, Barcelona are interested in Marc. No, you're kidding, aren't you? Yeah, you're kidding. You're kidding, Sports Bible. I wouldn't be surprised, though. Seriously, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, look, even Jacobs. Look, everyone is now honest on this. Jacob Steinberg is now talking about it. All the UK-based journalists are talking about this. Chelsea trying to sign Marc Cucurella from Brighton. Yeah, yep. There is some serious conversations now. Hopefully there is some serious conversations around this particular player. Altazar, we really need to break the bank for this guy, even if it's our last signing. I don't mind. Yeah, man. I mean, Thomas Tuchel has been talking about, the journalists that tend to know, in the nose, they've been saying that Thomas Tuchel apparently wants, wing backs that can also play RCB or LCB. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like this particular player can definitely play wing back, left wing back, and definitely can play LCB as well. So he's looking for a player that can do both, whether it's in the wing or whether it's in the LCB, RCB positions. So this one is this one makes sense to me. Yanni, why would you want only City with Cancelo? We are a lot weaker at the left side. Yeah, look, City have Cancelo, and this is a good point, Yanni. City have Cancelo. On the right, they have Walker. On the left, they could potentially also use Nathan Ake. Do you know what I mean? Like, Nathan Ake, this is another reason why probably Man City doesn't want to let him go. Not only he can play as as a one of the two centre backs at the back, he could potentially play as a DM, but I think he can definitely play as a left back as well if need be. Obviously, most of the times it's going to be João Cancelo, but Nathan Ake is Nathan Ake is going to be someone who could potentially play that particular role as a left back as well, which will allow for João Cancelo to get some break. João Cancelo at times can play as a right back as well, which will allow for Kyle Walker to get some break. So I think they are quite all right at the moment for not pushing the boundaries for Marc Cucurella. Marc Cucurella for me would start. Absolutely would start. When Cucu played LCB against us, he was the best player on that pitch. Tackling speed, he's everything. There you go, man. There you go. Yeah, Depay is a good choice. Depay is up for grabs as well, apparently. Apparently, Depay is up for grabs. Let me see if I can bring this up for you guys as well. I saw recently from Rashad. I think Depay is up for grabs too. See if we can find this. Messi. Yeah, here we go. Xavi has told Memphis Depay he will not be getting a lot of minutes. The player is open to offers as long as it's from a big club. Why does it have to be a big club? Ferran Martinez, 25.8k followers. Look, man, I'll take Depay. I really would. I actually would take Depay if Chelsea has a way to get, and then I'd consider us as a top club, undoubtedly. So they still want to do business with us with Alonso and Azpilicueta, and they've been so horrible to us this transfer window. Do us a deal, do us a favor, and give us Memphis Depay. I think Memphis Depay, let's get him in. There's quite a few players. Apparently, the players that don't want to be a part of us anymore. There's quite a few players apparently don't want to be. They don't want to stay at Chelsea Football Club. I think we've got them here somewhere. Where is it? Maybe it was Simon Phillips. See if Simon Phillips has it. Five hours ago. Yeah, that one's an interesting one as well. Yeah, Malang Sal, we'll talk about that a little bit. Let's see, maybe it's over here. There are a few players that don't want to be part of it. Oh, yeah, I remember now. I remember where it was coming from. Felix. Yeah, here we go. Pulisic, Ziyech, Werner, Aspi, and Alonso all desperately want out of Chelsea. Something doesn't seem right between Werner and Tuchel right now. Look, yeah, if they don't want to stick around, let's get rid of them and let's get someone like Memphis Depay. Going back to the Cucurella case, ladies and gentlemen, look, I don't think Levi Colwill will be part of this negotiation. If anything, Levi Colwill will be a separate deal. Do I want to lose Levi Colwill? No. But I can understand if you get someone like Marc Cucurella, who could potentially play as a LCB and as a left wing back, it really puts the situation for Levi Colwill, in a tough scenario. Same thing is with the Wesley Fofana deal as well. If we try and get Wesley Fofana from Leicester, Levi Colwill is apparently up for grabs. Check Kissing and Nizar. Okay, let's see what are they saying. Nizar. What's the latest from Nizar? 5 minutes ago, Chelsea are in talks to sign Marc Cucurella after Manchester City's talks with Brighton collapse. Levi Colwill has been discussed as a make-weight. Follow Craig Hope's DM, which is great. Okay, let's have a look at Nathan Gissing. I think it's Nathan Gissing. 1 minute ago, Chelsea want to include Levi Colwill in deal for Marc Cucurella as Fabrizio reports. This has been the plan from Chelsea since last week. Okay. Chelsea are interested in signing Brighton's Marc Cucurella after talks stalled with Man City. Great. And when that news came about a few days ago, I think it was yesterday, this is what I tweeted. Yesterday saying Chelsea Football Club, Marc Cucurella is up for grabs, make a 60 million bid and get this job done. Get it done. And there was so many comments saying, he's not the priority. Come on, man. You don't let go of a player like Marc Cucurella. As simple as that. Marc Cucurella is the kind of player that will upgrade us on that left side, undoubtedly. Check Steinberg. as well, Miz. Yeah, I've seen, man. I've seen all of these. You must have just joined late. Steinberg, Jacob Steinberg. I've seen it as well, man. I've seen Jacob Steinberg stuff. He's reporting the same thing. 22 minutes ago, Chelsea trying to start. Yeah, okay. So it's pretty much that. So yeah, look, I'm very excited. Oh, 6 minutes ago. Indications are that Cucurella wants to join Chelsea. Just a case of the clubs reaching an agreement. Ooh, I like that. Indications are that Cucurella wants to join Chelsea. Look, I see no reason why this can't happen. We're going to move on to the Wesley Fofana because I feel like Wesley Fofana deal is a lot more, in my opinion, it's a lot more difficult. But in this case, the player wants to leave Brighton, has always wanted to leave Brighton. Yes, he wanted City, but City have pulled out. But with him, I don't think it's City or bust. Like it's City or nothing else. I don't think that's the case. So if we can get personal terms done and dusted with him, which I don't think should be an issue, then you get the price set up with Brighton, which is fantastic. Sai Krishna just provided this as well. Let's have a look at this. Chelsea have offered Levi Colwill to Brighton in the deal. Chelsea value him at 20 million. 20 million for Levi Colwill. That's probably a decent price, man. Chelsea struggled in talks for Dumfries. Okay. Let's now talk about the other ones. We'll come back to Marc Cucurella. Obviously, we've spent a lot of time now on Marc Cucurella. Look, this is what a particular account named Siavush Falahi, who is sports journalist, Eurosports, tweets about Serie A and European football. So has got a bit of knowledge about Serie A, 39.4K. He said, selling Dumfries before the World Cup would be an almost criminal act from Inter. His market value could increase quite quickly if Netherlands are to do well, and he could be a key player in Van Gaal's 3-4-3. The other factor that's one thing, because Inter, they're smart. They know with Dumfries they could possibly get a very high amount if Dumfries has a stupendous World Cup. So they know that Dumfries right now is valued at 40 million euros, and we're not going anywhere near that. But after the World Cup, if he does well, he could have that 40 million rise to about 60, 70 million. Dumfries is a very, very decent right wing back, no doubt about that. He's got pace, power. He's not, his stats in terms of goals and assists is not that far away from Reece James. My thing is, why would Dumfries? Here's my complications with the Dumfries deal. Why would he come to Chelsea Football Club knowing if Reece James is the number one wing back in the right side, especially in a World Cup season? He wants to play regular game. You wouldn't want to jeopardize your position if you're not playing on a regular basis, especially in that World Cup season. That's one thing. The other thing is, if Reece James turns into RCB and we're looking at someone like Dumfries to be the regular starter in the right wing back, well, then it doesn't make sense for me to get Fofana anymore, because Fofana would be a right-sided player. And then you also have Chalobah. Then you also have Ampadu, who could possibly play there. So for me, if we're bringing in Dumfries and we want to potentially use Reece James as a RCB, which, look, I would still prefer Reece James, if I'm being absolutely honest. But I think Dumfries has the ability to take players on 1v1. One thing Reece James probably lacks is that 1v1 scenario. Matt Law, Dagger, Sam Bruce. Let's have a look at what Matt Law is saying. The news is flying, ladies and gentlemen. This Marc Cucurella situation is heating up. It is heating up. Matt Law, 2 minutes ago, Chelsea in talks to sign Cucurella as reported elsewhere. Seems Tuchel thinks he could play LCB as well as left wing back. Brighton already looking for replacement. What have we been talking about in this stream? What have we been doing? What a time to do live, Mr. Bro. What a time. Do you know what? I was just about to go to bed. I really was. I was just about to go to bed. As you can see the time, 10:55. It's almost 11 p.m. I was nearly off to bed. And then I said, you know what? I saw this news and I'm like, I got to be there for you guys. for 363. Nearly 400 of you guys are live. Smash the like button. Need those likes up to 300. Come on, guys. Let's not lag with the likes. Only 69 likes so far, which is a great number. You know, that 69 hot number. But let's get those likes up to 300 immediately. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. I like Cuckoo because Brighton plays similar to us. Exactly. They're built up, the lot, you know, they're not messing about. They understand possession-based football, probably even better than us. This is yeah. Vince just tweeted out, let's hope City don't do a Barca on us. Yeah, let's truly hope that. Let's hope that City don't now come back and do a bit of a madness. Okay, so we were talking about Dumfries. Dumfries, why is he going to come to Chelsea Football Club if he's not going to be a regular starter, considering it's a World Cup season? World Cup season, you don't want to mess about. You want to make sure you keep playing. And if he is playing as a right wing back and Reece James is playing as a right CB, well, then I don't understand why we are going for Wesley Fofana in that case. Could Dumfries potentially also play as an RCB? Probably he could, but I don't think he would prefer that. His preference would be right wing back. But I think it's more Reece James. I think it's more Reece James looking to play as an RCB as opposed to a right wing. And as I said, I think the biggest thing about Dumfries is I think his 1v1 ability is a bit better than Reece James. Now, in regards to Wesley Fofana, Brendan Rodgers has said, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, Leicester manager Brendan Rodgers tells this particular journalist, whoever it is, Owen Palmer-Atkin, Leicester City presenter and commentator, for BBC RL Sports, BBC Sports, and so on and so forth, that Wesley Fofana is not for sale. Not for sale. Very clear on the club position, same as the board. Chelsea have still no intention to give up and will try to negotiate again next week on Fofana. Gvardiol, both really difficult. I think both of them are very, very difficult. No doubts about that. Valan, once again, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm convinced Dumfries and Fofana are decoys. I think they are. Ms. Check Simon Phillips. Let's have a look. Simon Phillips also knows a lot of this internal news. Let's check it out. 3 minutes ago, indications are that Marc Cucurella wants to join Chelsea just a case of the clubs reaching an agreement over a fee. Let's do it. Honestly, Todd Bowley, don't mess about. Todd Bowley, guard there. It's 50 million. And you're going to get yourself a top-notch left-sided player. Whether it's LCB, whether it's left wing back, you're going to get a superstar. Let's get Marc Cucurella. Perfect age as well. Some people are saying check Matt Law. We did check Matt Law, unless you just come in late. We checked that, man. We checked that 100%. But yeah, let's have a quick look at the Wesley Fofana situation, ladies and gentlemen. But Valan, you're right, man. I think there could be decoys. In regards to Wesley Fofana, let me tell you guys something. Wesley Fofana, he's not going to push for a move. Marc Cucurella he's been pushing for a move. In fact, I think Marc Cucurella has even put in a transfer request through this whole Man City drama. Wesley Fofana has 5 years left at Leicester Football Club. He's okay to entertain the idea of joining Chelsea Football Club, no doubt about that. But he's not going to put in a transfer request. He's got a good relationship with Brendan Rodgers as well, so he doesn't want that to be, destroyed. Jordan is saying, Ben Jacobs' tweet means, okay, let's have a look at Ben Jacobs' tweet. We'll come back to the Fofana. It's buzzing, absolutely buzzing. Everyone is talking about Marc Cucurella. You know something is going down. 8 minutes ago. As per David Ornstein, Chelsea are in talks with Marco. You love a Ben Jacobs thread, man. It is so loaded with information. As per David Ornstein, Chelsea are in talks with Marc Cucurella from Brighton. Real chance of agreeing a 50 million plus deal if Manchester City don't meet the asking price, and talks ended for now. Cucurella really wants to play under Pep, but Manchester City feel the fee is too high. And I think they could also, as I said, Nathan Ake is probably someone that they considering that he could possibly play on the left side as a left back, left-sided CB, defensive midfielder. So that could be another reason why they don't want to pay overs for Marc Cucurella. And for me, it's not even overs. I think 50 million for Marc Cucurella is probably the right price. Further goes on to say, previously reported Manchester City may turn their attention to Stuttgart left-back Borna Sosa for around 20 million. Chelsea looked at Sosa too, but didn't move. He thrives in a 3-4-2-1. Chelsea also remain firmly interested in Wesley Fofana. Leicester still don't want to sell. Nothing has changed, but further talks expected this week. Levi Colwill not part of any swap despite Leicester interest in the defender. Yeah, look, I honestly don't think any of these swap deals are going to happen, man. Like, in football, generally, you don't get all these swap deals. All of these deals happen on a separate basis. Sai Krishna has just provided a tweet. Let's see what's going on from that perspective. Yep. I think this is an old one, isn't it? 10:33. Okay, it's recent. Chelsea are pushing to hijack Marc Cucurella deal. Direct talks today with Brighton. Levi Colwill could be part of the negotiation person. Okay, so we know this. We know this, man. We know this. Okay, going back to the Wesley Fofana situation, ladies and gentlemen. Wesley Fofana has 5 years contract. He will not push for a move. He'll obviously entertain it. He'll probably ask Leicester to consider if there is a huge bid, but he won't push for it. It won't be a transfer request. He's got a good relationship with Brendan Rodgers. He wants to make it. Apparently, his ambition is to make it to the World Cup for France. If you're going to have ambitions to make it to World Cup for France, here's the question. Is Wesley Fofana guaranteed starter for Chelsea Football Club? Is he guaranteed 100%? I think if you pay 80 to 85 million, then 100% he becomes a guaranteed starter. Like, you're going to have to. But let's not forget, he's just coming back from a broken leg. He did not participate one bit last season. He's only had 1 season in the Premier League, and he did well, no doubt. There is still, we can't just put a hand on our heart and say, okay, do you know what? Post the injury, it's all going to be fine. That's a lot of money to pay for a youngster who's coming from an injury, who's got ambitions to make it into the World Cup. And I don't even think he's going to be 100% regular starter. There's Chalobah, there's Reece James. There's talks about Dumfries, maybe. If Dumfries comes in, Reece James is a right CB. Well, what happens to Fofana then? Do you know what I mean? If anything, if you want to make to the French World Cup and you want to ensure you get regular minutes, you're guaranteed you're going to get regular minutes at Leicester Football Club. 100% you're going to get regular minutes at Leicester. You will be a starter at Leicester. And I don't know if you're 100% going to be a starter at Chelsea Football Club, because there are competition within your age group. Do you know what I mean? Like, Wesley Fofana is a superb talent, but he's not world class. There's still a lot that needs to be developed. And as I keep saying, there is that injury that is there, which, we don't know how he's going to return back from that. We don't know how that leg is going to hold up. So for me, from a Leicester point of view, they're not in any rush. They've got other players that have got 2 years contract left. Like, I think Maddison has 2 years left. They've got Tielemans who's got 1 year left. They've got other players that they can look to let go of. And the other thing that I noticed with Leicester they've been playing in the preseason with 3 at the back. Why would they want to get rid of a CB when they play 3 at the back? Correct me if I'm wrong. I saw some of their preseason games, and they've been playing 3 at the back. And I think currently Wesley Fofana is injured through a groin injury. So I think he'll probably come back from it quick. But with Wesley Fofana, if Leicester play 3 in the back, they need defenders. And the Premier League season is just around the corner. Imagine losing one of your key defenders if you're Leicester Football Club. Like, they need time to replace him. I just can't see how this happens so quickly. The Red Wolf, thank you so much for the super chat. What of Tuchel's plans is to push Reece forward to a right wing forward, or even more central as a CDM. Surely these are possible options that should be discussed. Yeah, man, look, I don't know whether he's going to be a right wing forward as an inside forward, but defensive midfield is a position that Reece James has played previously in Wigan and also for Chelsea Football Club. It could be something potentially we could use. But I think as RCB, I'm starting to think Thomas Tuchel really fancies Reece James as a RCB. PYS, let's have a look at what PYS is saying. 1 minute ago, Chelsea have informed Brighton they're willing to pay 50 million for Cucurella. Wow. We are moving quick. Jacob Steinberger. Mr. Berger. What you doing, Steinberger? Chelsea have told Brighton they are willing to pay 50 million for Cucurella. Credit Craig Hope DM for breaking the interest this morning. This is moving quick. Can we snap this player, man? Snap him up. Snap him up quick. Move on this. Check Fab. Oh, my days. The live chat. You guys are buzzing. Man. You guys are relentless. You might as well run this show. 1 hour ago, pinned 1 minute ago. Chelsea are confident on reaching an agreement with Marc Cucurella, not expected to be an issue. Contract proposals being prepared. Negotiations ongoing with Brighton. Price tag 50 million. Chelsea want to be fast, including Levi Colwill as part of the conversations. My days, this has escalated. Oh my goodness me, it has escalated. This live stream will be goated. Yes, it will be goated. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button. You cannot be sitting here and not liking this right away. 107 likes. We've got 430 people live. Let's get the likes up to 400 immediately. Let's get those likes up. My goodness, what are we seeing here? Scenes. Levi Colwill, look, I think if anything, it will be a separate deal for Brighton. And I think Levi Colwill will be a good opportunity for them. Brighton play with a back three as well. So Levi Colwill will fit in as an LCB. They do need someone on the left side. I'm sure Brighton can find someone, 50 million. Their scouts are fantastic at Brighton. They will find someone. They've got Tariq Lamptey on the right side. I've got no doubt they'll find someone. And that's a lot of money for Brighton. They won't say no to this. They really will not say no to this. What's your thoughts on Colwill going? Look, I didn't want him to go. I wanted him to stay. But apparently Chelsea Football Club will not let go of Malang Sarr. This is the latest in regards to Malang Sarr. Let me just quickly showcase to you what we're saying about Malang Sarr now. Apparently Chelsea will block Malang Sarr's move unless we get in another defender. I thought we will let go of Malang Sarr and then try and keep Levi Colwill. But the situation is that we want to keep Malang Sarr. Let me see if I can bring this up. Look at this from the Athletic. Fulham have loan and permanent offers on table to Chelsea for Malang Sarr, but apparently we will block it. Where's the news for it? This brother doesn't have it, but I think it's Simon Phillips who has this particular news. So Simon, let me see if I can bring it up from Simon. Everyone's talking about Marc Cucurella now. This is great. I hope we can just finalize this. What a signing this would be. Wow. If we get Marc Cucurella, I'll lose my mind, man. I really will. The singing will come back again. Here we go. Chelsea are blocking a move for Malang Sarr until they've signed another new centre-back themselves. See, I don't understand. Why sign another new centre-back when you can give Colwill the option there. Let go of Malang Sarr, keep Colwill. But it is what it is. I rate Colwill. I highly rate Colwill. Miss, I think we should offer Malang instead of Levi Colwill to Brighton. I mean, I can understand why they want Levi Colwill, because Levi Colwill's ceiling is high. So I definitely understand why they want him. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. CFC should keep because he has homegrown status. Yes. That's another big reason. But then again, we've got a lot of homegrown English players within our football club. Okay, everyone's saying check Fabrizio tweet. I've literally just checked that same one. So unless you've got something new, then let me know. We've checked this one out anyway. Chelsea are confident on reaching an agreement with Marc Cucurella, not expected to be an issue. Contract proposals being prepared, negotiations ongoing with Brighton, price tag 50 million. Chelsea want to be fast, including Levi Colwill as part of the conversation. This is fantastic news. Sarr, not Chelsea material. Absolutely agreed. That Sarr blocking news has Nizar tax. Yeah. Look, I have to say though, Shubra, Nizar was the first one to talk about Marc Cucurella 3-4 months ago. So from that perspective, he got that right. But yeah, recently Nizar's been making a lot of fabricated news. My Twitter feed is now full of old pics of Cucurella of when he was at Barca. PYS again, Ms. Pal. Okay, let's move to PYS. You guys are driving this show, man. I'll go wherever you guys want me to go. Let's see what PYS is saying. 47 seconds ago. You do not mess about, Sam. You are on top of it, man. You are not messing about. It's understood Cucurella would be open to joining Chelsea. I love this. Are we getting close? Are we getting close to signing Marc Cucurella? Let's wrap this up. I want to see this guy. Here we go tomorrow. I really do. Because this is what I've been saying. For me, the Dumfries deal, difficult. And I don't even know whether Dumfries will even fancy it. Fofana, difficult, very difficult in my opinion, and something that will take time. Fofana deal is something you do from the start of the window, not when it's 1 week to go before the Premier League starts. Yeah, this is a big deal. Yeah, for Leicester, it's big money as well. Cucurella deal should happen quick because Cucurella has wanted to leave Brighton this window from the get-go. Man City were in advanced situation, but they've now pulled off because they don't want to pay the 50 million. We need to get in on this because I don't think this player is only Man City or nothing. I think this player will come to us if personal terms can be agreed and if we can agree fees with Brighton as well. Brighton wants 50 million, we'll give you the 50 million. No problems, we'll give you the 50 million. We've got Alonso, we've got Emerson, we need to get rid of them. We could probably recoup some parts of that 50 million by selling some of these players. Kennedy as well, don't forget. So for us, we should be able to do this, man. I'm hoping Man City don't come around the corner now. I really hope Man City don't come around and say, here's 50 million. Because I'm thinking from a Man City point of view, maybe they're thinking Nathan Ake is someone that could possibly help out. Look, Cancelo is going to be the starter there. Cancelo will be the left LCB over there. And then you've got Kyle Walker on the right side. Then you've got Nathan Ake being the backup. So, yeah, man. I don't think this is too far-fetched. Okay. 4 minutes ago, Chelsea have made a move to hijack Man City's bid to buy Marc Cucurella from Brighton. Wow. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, look, we're going to end it here. We've pretty much covered everything. I think at the moment, the whole hype is all about the fact that we're moving in. Hopefully, the next set of news later in the evening, UK time. I may even do another live later today, or it could be another video. But for the time being, I'm glad we did this live. Nearly 500 of you guys are live. Smash the like button. Get those likes up to 200 immediately. If you're here for the first time as well, subscribe. What a time that we've done this live. I was literally seconds away to go to bed. And then I saw Fabrizio Romano with that tweet. And I said, nah, I have to come in and connect with each and every one of you guys. We've covered the news, which is fantastic. We shall meet again later UK time, roughly around 9:30 p.m. We'll see what is the latest going on at that moment. Hopefully by then we have a here we go. DM me, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Twitter. If anything goes up, DM me. I'll probably be asleep, but at least I'll have the news up and ready from one of you guys. So look, it's been fun doing this with you guys and sharing this news with you guys. We're probably the first one from Chelsea's point of view and from YouTube content makers' perspective. We got there. But it's great. Hopefully we can get Marc Cucurella. I need to show this to you guys one more time. Look at this. Literally a few days ago. I tweeted this out. Chelsea Football Club, Marc Cucurella is up for grabs. And I think also, I want to showcase this to you guys. Do you guys remember when we did that live? When we did that live show? Let's see if I can find that. When we did that live in regards to Marc Cucurella a couple of months ago, or maybe just a month ago. Let me see if I can find that for you guys. I was devastated that, Marc Cucurella, we're not going after a player like Marc Cucurella, and Man City were after him. And I thought he was guaranteed going to be a Man City player. But, yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at that. We did do that show. See? We did that show. What was that? 16th June. We did that show. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, take care. Enjoy. I shall see you guys.